There are many diverse concepts in the sports world. One of the least talked about, however, is running form or stride. Stride can be seen in every moment of our lives. Even the simple action of walking involves striding. Everyone has their own way of running and striding. For example, while walking, people tend to choose a stride that is most comfortable to them or makes them appear the most confident. While in running, people tend to choose a stride that makes them fastest. There are certain forms of stride that are considered proper. These forms tend to be what most people will find allows them to perform to the best of their abilities. Many of these forms take months of practice in order to properly use them. Some people choose not to focus on their technique and instead put all of their effort into what they feel makes them fastest. These so-called natural strides may look unconventional, but sometimes are the better option depending on the person. A potential downside, however, is that these so-called improper strides may lead to injury. However, with proper stretching, most people can avoid injury no matter how damaging their stride might be to them. Stride is also quite diverse depending on what sport you are participating in. Sprinters, for example, have a stride that tends to be parallel with their body and focuses more on pushing themselves forward rather than pulling themselves along. Distance runners, however, have a longer stride that focuses on more air time and distance traveled with each step. Sprinters also tend to run on their toes, while distance runners use the middle of their foot near the arch. While in a sprinting or distance-related sport, stride is not the central focus, but is instead just another facet of the sport. Jumping sports like long jump or pole vault, however, are much more focused on proper stride and do not allow much room for error. Jumping events also have a set distance that must be traveled in each run, which forces the runner to maintain a consistent stride between run-throughs. Stride is an important part of many athletes' lives, and it is important to understand the different concepts and forms before taking place in a running event. Thank you for listening to my speech, and I look forward to reading all of your comments.